What's up, listeners? Welcome to Winter is Female. Tara,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm good.
You glad to be back, girl?
Yes. I
Me
missed
too.
this.
I did too, man. I feel like we needed some juice.
Yeah. Recharge the batteries.
Yes, we did. We needed to come back to this shit, which it's good shit to come back to. I feel like
Definitely.
reality TV show is just it just makes me feel so good about life.
It makes me feel normal. How about that?
So normal because these people
Crazy.
crazy. So today, everybody, we are going to be talking about Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays.
Yeah.
Because they can't even make up their fucking minds. So we're going to call it Love After Lockup because it's still technically season 2,
Yep.
even though they've been on hiatus for like 3 months.
And it was like, oh, new title, Life After Lockup.
But it still says Love After Lockup on my guide. And y'all title screen still says Love After Lockup, and it switches to Life After Lockup. So I'm confused.
Bad titling, in my opinion.
I'm confused, but it's all good. We gonna still. I feel like they starting to do that 90 Day Fiance thing where they're gonna have a whole bunch of spin-offs of this show, and I'm so here for it though because I fucking love it.
Let's monetize the shit out of this. Why not?
I think they notice how big it is, and they're
Yeah.
like, yes, we're gonna market this huge because it's Life After Lockup now, and then they have a brand new season of Love After Lockup in August that's coming out with brand new couples.
Okay.
So we gonna see.
We gonna see.
We gonna see if they gonna be able to top these motherfuckers because they are they crazy. They crazy. So let's talk about these couples. We're gonna go by couple instead of scene by scene like we did with Game of Thrones because it's just easier to talk about these couples in chunk. Because Lord have mercy, I need to just get it all out in one big rant for them instead of trying to hold back on that. So our first couple that we're going to talk about is Clint and Tracy.
Yeah.
So first off, Tara,
Yes.
how do you feel about Clint and Tracy in general? Before we talk about what they did on this fucking show.
I'm meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Least favorite?
I wouldn't say. Well, I don't know. You know who my least favorite is.
We can talk about it.
Yeah. Clint and Tracy. Yeah. Like I'm just.
He's just there.
I just feel like they're
His
just there.
first
Nothing
couple.
about their story besides Clint and
Yeah.
his mama.
I just feel like, for me, there's something wrong with Clint that they haven't divulged in the show.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. I feel like he had to have been on drugs or like something.
I definitely picked that up.
Something.
Mhm.
Because like even or this season, whatever the fuck. Make up your mind, Love After Lockup.
Yeah.
But when he like when she disappeared on him or whatever, because she was
Yeah.
going after some crack, like he kept crying into the phone when he was talking to his mom, like, I didn't do nothing, mama, I didn't do nothing, and that always kind of stuck with me that he had to have had some issues or something that he had to tell his mama, I didn't do anything, you
Right.
know, because there's a reason that they're so protective of him, because he's grown as shit.
I was having a difficult time understanding that, and I was like, his mom, like, there's something like she's just extra mother with him. So yeah, I definitely picked up on that, and I wasn't entirely sure, but I believe that's a good theory.
Yeah, it's something. It is something, y'all.
Yeah.
So Clint and Tracy are in their house. They're really beat up looking house, which whatever. It's what they can afford and what they can have. They didn't have no skirt on their bed though. Like it wasn't no.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a bare mattress, like a bare box spring.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So he shows up and he's talking to her about the 8 rules because she's about to be off probation.
Oh, right,
in 2 days, and he's talking to her about the things she needs to do. Yeah, and she's all excited. She putting on her makeup, which Tracy just looks sick.
Yo, she definitely looks washed out.
Man, like she just looking back to when she first got out of prison, when Clint and her first got together, and how how thick she was.
Yeah.
Compared to now, because she just wow. And I don't like that pink girl.
Wasn't very
No,
flattering.
I like you blonde. What happened, Tracy? What happened? So,
Mm-mm.
and so she talking about how she want to be friends with Clint's mama.
Yeah.
And Clint's mama don't want nothing to do with
I
her.
knew. I was like, this is a long shot.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because like on one side I completely understand where the mom is coming from because she did steal his car,
It,
sold it for crack or whatever the fuck she did with it,
wild.
and like got him in a bunch of debt over it and like went back to jail immediately. So I definitely understand his mother's reservations about Tracy.
Definitely.
Um
That's some pretty horrible shit to
yeah,
do.
exactly. It's pretty horrible. But also at the same time, your son chose to be with this girl. Like meet her once, like I don't know, like
Mm.
at the same time, no, she did steal a fucking car. And
And
she
just
probably don't want her in her
disappear.
house. Yeah.
Like you have done a very heinous act to prove yourself untrustworthy.
She did.
So
She did. And you know what? I'm not even mad at her for not wanting her in her house because Tracy, you fucked up, dude, and you gotta realize that like when you act, and I get it, you have your addictions and shit, and you going through some stuff, and when you have addictions, things work a little bit differently, but you got a long road to pave, my friends, and you can't just expect for people to get over the stuff that you did, because you were high. So it's gonna be a long road. And how long they say? I think they said she's been off. She's been on probation for 9 months or something like that.
that
So
sounded
it's been
about
a
right.
while,
Hmm.
but still,
And then
his
even
mom's not gonna let it
even the
go.
mom saying she was concerned that she was gonna mess it up even within the 2 days was
Mhm.
very telling
Yeah.
of like she's like I don't trust her as far as I could throw her.
No.
Yeah. So
No. And even Clint didn't sound like he trusted her when he was like, a lot can
right.
happen in 2 days, yo, because
Yeah.
it
Like
happened in 2 days when you got out of jail the first
I don't
time.
know. I don't believe in speaking such things into the universe.
No.
Uh,
Well, that's all they did with Clint and Tracy, though. That was kind of boring,
yeah.
this
There wasn't a lot of
episode, but
development.
it's all good. It's all good. We got a lot of other drama to discuss. Our next couple that we are going to talk about is Andrea and Lamar.
Lord.
Andrea is the most extra person I've ever seen on reality TV in my life.
Man.
And I grew up during New York ages.
Tiffany Pollard. Forever may
Andrea
she reign.
is extra.
For no reason. For no reason.
Extra. But I love her on this show. Like I have to admit that they're probably my favorite couple at least.
Andrea Lamar.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean
man.
like out of all of them.
Oh, I would say they are the most entertaining.
Yeah, they're the most entertaining.
Mhm.
She always got to take everything way too
Over the
fucking
top.
far.
Lamar. Just watching her in some of those scenes, I was just like, oh,
Dude,
Andrea.
Andrea, yo, weave girl.
Ooh,
You
still looking rough.
She did better. She did better than last time.
Yeah.
She at least got a. Okay, so this is the thing, ladies. Ladies, I don't believe in leave out. I don't. If you are going to get a weave, get a closure, get a frontal, get a wig, get a something, don't do leave out. At least not if your hair don't match the weave. Because it's so much work to try to get it to
that
be that.
contrast of
Yeah,
texture.
and it's so noticeable.
And then she be having her daughter like not to talk about the baby, but
I just feel like at least with the baby, like it's not as bad as with the mama. I just feel like she's too young for it. That's how I feel.
that's true. I do
Um,
think it's a very grown up style.
yeah, and I think she's only 13,
Yeah.
something like that. So
Mhm.
I just think it's a little bit too old for her. But as far as Andrea goes, it's like and when she has a leave out and it's no longer working with her, she takes all that gel and just slaps it on the leave out,
Which
and
is horrible for your hair.
it's so bad for it, guys. Just don't do leave out. Just do a closure or a frontal or something. Just hide your hair.
A full blown protective style.
just, just hide it all.
Yeah.
'Cause It's better than last year or the first season that she was on. It's better than that.
Yeah.
But anywho, Andrea shows up to that empty ass house. What was that empty ass house that they're living in?
Dude.
There was nothing in the cabinets, nothing in the fridge when they were putting away groceries and stuff. Like, did they just rent this out for the show? Like, what?
They're trying
Where's
to
all
show
the
out.
food at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're talking about how Lamar went back to jail since season 1 because he was with a friend who had a gun. And I don't remember if they said his friend was a felon or not.
I don't recall.
Yeah, but either way, he was near a gun. And if his friend was a felon, then it's two felons hanging out, which is a big no-no.
Definite no.
And it's definitely against Lamar's probation because he went to jail for murder or attempted murder. It was something like
attempted.
that. Yeah, because it was 18 years. It was a long fucking time. So he got in trouble. He had to go back to jail. So now Andrea has to wait on him, and she had already moved the kids to California.
Dude, this is one of the things that like bothers me about Andrea. I understand they're married, all this stuff, but I'm a person where I don't have any kids. I'm not a parent, so I'm speaking loosely. But if I was a parent, the last thing I would do is uproot my children's lives, especially at the age they're at. They're in a very sensitive time period with puberty and all that for a dude. Especially a place like California, like that can't be cheap. Like that cannot be cheap for you.
And it's like Compton. It's not like safe. They
compared
from Utah.
to Utah, right?
They from Utah, baby. They're not used to gunshots and shit. And like,
it's a very suburban life.
Bloods and Crips. They knew stepdaddy a Crip. No, he a Crip, I think. Yeah.
I don't recall his alignment.
He blue.
I don't.
She had that blue cake. She had that
blue yeah, she did have the blue cake.
She is so fucking extra, y'all. She is so fucking extra.
Like, respect to your set. Andrea.
Dare. But yeah, she completely uprooted her kids, and like it seems to me that her kids have more common sense than she does.
Yeah,
like,
that sounds about right.
They're very smart children.
Yeah, yes, they have developed intellect.
Yeah,
sure.
They're like he was like trying to protect his mama Tennyson, like you going out to see him. I really feel like you shouldn't be going by yourself and stuff. And
yeah.
He did say something that was a little bit problematic. He said like, what if he like reverted back to his old self? But I also understand he's a kid from Utah. He doesn't understand like that people aren't necessarily like their prison sentences and stuff. So it is maybe we just have different perspectives. I feel like, I know quite a few people that went to jail and prison and stuff, and I don't feel like they are any different than any other person. It's just they made some bad choices once upon a time, and yeah, exactly. So one of the things that really bothered me about Andrea Lamar's little segment is that Andrea said that Lamar called her and Tennyson, who is her son, Norman Bates and his mama.
Norman Bates.
Norman Bates is from Psycho.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know if you should think that's funny, Andrea.
That's not a compliment.
That's not a compliment, baby.
That's not even a joke.
He wasn't complimenting you.
That's not even a joke.
I don't think she picked up on that, though. I feel like she thought...
No, probably not. I don't think so.
It's all good. But that's pretty much all that happened with them, too. Like, they had a very small segment. I really hope that I think they're going to give us life for the rest of the season because, like I said before, Andrea is extra as all hell. She gets jealous very easily. And he's gonna and they already show previews of him like acting a fucking nut and like
running out.
And her trying to grab him and stuff. I can't wait. They're gonna be so fucking dramatic.
Dude, so annoying.
And they're gonna do it in front of the kids though.
Oh.
Andrea, boo boo. Is she still Mormon? I don't think she mentioned it. Did she mention it?
I don't recall any mention about her religious
Andrea, you breaking from the church, girl? I doubt it. All right, so our next couple that we are going to be talking about is Brittany and Marcelino.
Okay, low key my favorite though.
You like
Yeah, I do love them. I don't know what it is, but I
them?
love them.
I don't know. I feel like Brittany is the most stable prisoner on the show. Like she's the most sensible, practical, realistic,
Yeah.
on some healing type shit prisoner of the show. Like she's the one
Mhm.
that like honestly like it seems like she really has her head on straight
Yeah.
and she's like honestly trying, you know. She's off parole already, they said.
Oh snap.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she's off probation. So she's completely free. They just had a new baby who was so precious.
Very.
She a redhead
My
now.
ovaries.
She a redhead now.
I
She
do.
no
I
longer
did like that
blonde.
color on her. I
I
thought that
like
was
that.
cute.
I like that color. I don't know about the eyebrows though.
I don't know what it is about them, but I just believe in them as a couple.
Yeah.
Like I know like it's a little shaky.
I don't know how I
right
feel about
now.
Marcelino.
Okay. What about Marcelino?
That
You not vibing with
machismo, chauvinistic shit, I can't get down with.
that? That's fair, but I do think he has a genuine love for Britney.
I agree.
And I think that's what draws me in so
Yeah.
much to them. Like they like deep down, like without the cameras and shit, like I believe they would still be like pretty in love with each other.
Yeah, I can see that. And I feel like probably because of that, a lot of their shit is probably just for the cameras.
Yeah.
And I've heard that there's a lot of editing involved with their storyline to kind of make him seem worse than what he is. And who really knows the truth with these shows? Who really knows the truth with these shows?
Reality
But
TV.
from what they have shown us, I just really feel like Marcelino, he acts more like her parent than
Yeah.
he does her spouse, and that bothers me. So like even with today's episode or Friday's episode, she has Sasha and Amanda coming over, which
Yep.
Amanda shouldn't be coming over because it's a fucking ex-girlfriend, and that's just a bad idea, especially considering that history from last part of the season.
Mhm.
But Sasha's also there, who was her ex-cellmate, and they're like best friends. You know,
Yeah.
they've been friends for a very, very long time, and he don't want her to hold the baby. You know, because he's like,
Yeah.
Amanda, you've had a baby at least, so you can at least hold her. But he didn't want to leave her there because they were like drinking wine and like hanging out. And he doesn't want Brittany hanging out with them. And it's like, Marcelino, like, I understand where you're coming from. I get
Right.
that you don't want her slipping back into like old ways and shit. But like, she's off parole now. Like, so she
Mhm.
clearly doesn't want to backslide. And like, I don't know. It just seemed very judgmental that he like automatically assumes that
Absolutely.
they like that they all want to backpedal, all want to backslide. And to me, it seems pretty clear that these fucking women are over jail. You know what I mean? Like they're like, no, we're not going back.
Considering one of her friends had like a moment about it, like
Right.
yeah, like she.
They really don't. And I just think I don't know. I think he needs to chill out. I think he needs to loosen
He's
the
definitely
reins.
coming off more abrasive than he should, and
Mhm.
just more. Yeah, I definitely got the judgmental tone
Yeah.
from him. Like, why? And I was just like, dude, like, chill.
Yeah, you just gotta relax. Like Marcelino, it's like I get it. It's your
He was
baby.
like, why don't you? He was like, why don't you take the baby? And I was just like, why
Just-
are you? She just trying to kick
Right.
it.
Like she drinking her wine, she don't want to hold the baby right now. Like damn.
And then she was trying to, and then like that's when he really got worked up about it because she was
Mhm.
trying to give the baby to like the
Mhm.
Sasha. He was just like, no, why don't you hold the baby? And I'm just like, what are you tripping about?
Like what does it matter?
Like I felt like he was like almost like trying to put on a show, like be an asshole for a reason,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I was just like, no.
And he's always puffing out his chest and like doing the
Mhm.
pissing contest. And it's
Mhm.
just Marcelino, we over it. I'm over it. I'm over that shit. Like just chill out.
He's just so uptight.
Maybe if he saw like the rest of these couples, he would understand like how good he got it. But like Brittany is chill. She not doing nothing. She almost kind of cheated on you in the beginning of the last or whatever fucking season. Y'all are confusing the hell out of me, We TV, with these seasons and these different show titles and shit. What season are we on?
According to my Fire Stick, it says season 2, episode 15.
So full of shit. Confusing the hell out of me. So anywho, they start talking about how Sasha, speaking of
Yes.
Sasha, how she might go back to jail for
Yeah.
10 to 30 years because she went to jail for attempted robbery,
Mhm.
um Oh, they said they also tried to get her for attempted murder and double homicide, cause but she didn't actually do the murders. So
Yeah.
she got a little bit of a break. So she got a plea bargain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to me to think about how she spent 4 years in jail, then she got out on bail for 2 years, and now she now still has to go back to sentencing, and it just makes you wonder like how fucked up our prison system is and our court
Mm-hmm.
system is that this is just
Yeah.
being dragged out for
And then
years.
serving a certain amount of time and then having to serve more for
Right.
something that like you would probably consider a concluded event in your life.
Right. Long time ago. It's just crazy to me. Like I thought that it's supposed to be a speedy process or whatever it's
It
called, a
just
speedy,
seems it's like
yeah, speedy
very slow.
trial. And she's just been. I mean, I guess she did have her trial, but they just are prolonging her sentencing, which is just it. That's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And she's probably definitely gonna go back to prison because they did say 10 to 30 years. So even if she got 10, they might give her time served. But that's still another, you know, 6 years at least.
So sad.
So sad.
It was for me. I it definitely struck a chord like watching her get so emotional
Mhm.
about that, and I was like that sucks. Being women of color, like imagine like going to jail in the first place and then thinking you are getting a new chance at life and trying to improve yourself and then find out you got to go back. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah, and she seems like she honestly does seem like a sweet girl. Who was in the wrong place and or I don't want to say wrong place at the wrong time because she did make it seems like she made a conscious decision to be there. But I think she was young and stupid, and you just kind of you see people grow up, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I think that sometimes we need to give people a second chance when we have seen that they have developed into something else or someone
Right.
else. And she does seem to be quite remorseful for what happened.
Mhm.
And she kept saying how she wanted to write a letter to the families and like really talk to the
Yeah.
families about it and stuff. And so it really seems to me that she feels guilty and feels remorse for what she did. And to me,
Def-
hopefully the judges see that and take it easy on her a little bit because I don't know, she's young. She's very young.
that's
That's
sad. That was
sad.
a sad point for me.
Yeah, it was very sad. But that's all that happened with them too. It was not a lot happened
Yeah,
on
it
this
was
episode.
short.
It was very short. So our next couple is your favorite Lizzie and Scott,
Uh,
bitch.
uh, so fucking annoying.
So how you feel about Lizzie and Scott?
How do I feel about Lizzie and Scott? The fact that your daughter gotta tell you that maybe you and Scott aren't a good idea is a very telling thing, Lizzie. Just want you to know.
I can't say her voice. Is it?
Some. I'm about to
I'll
do
be
it.
like, oh
I don't
my
give a
god,
shit.
you
I'm about
get
to do it. Some part of me. No, this is how she fucking sounds with her inflated tits. Anyway.
And then she always pushes them out. And like, don't get me wrong, like
She
it's
does.
her body.
It's
She
so
does what she
dumb.
wants, and she got a dope ass body. So like, I'm not even hating on her.
Not even mad.
Yeah.
Not even hating, but like, if you kind of like, stop. Shut
She's
up.
just funny to me is all. I mean, but like, you know what though? Lizzie is out here scamming motherfuckers, and she don't give a fuck. And she knew how to do it. She was giving us lessons last season on how to scam
Dude,
people. So I'm not
Valid.
even mad at her. But like, she knew what she was doing with Scott, and she knew that this poor old man like couldn't handle it, couldn't handle the spiciness.
Fast.
And she just almost gave him a heart attack every time she came near him and shit, and like kissed him and wouldn't give him none. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And she wouldn't give him none. And broke up with him after she found out that he had no money.
Because she spent it all. Like, what?
They said he spent $90,000 on her.
$90,000?
$90.
That was the running total?
Y'all, listen, where are these dudes at? Like, $90,000. I have never thought to scam a dude out of $90,000.
$90,000 is change.
that money from? $90,000. That's a lot of money. And then she put it all into drugs, which is why Jasmine is mad. Is because he gave her all that money and she went back to jail for drugs and shit.
Ugh.
But y'all tripping. So anyway, Lizzie got a new job. She's working in Wisconsin, in Portage, Wisconsin, which. Dude, I need to find Lizzie.
This is a bad representation of our
state. I need
to
find Lizzie. If I find Lizzie, I'm taking a picture with her. Lizzie! You come down to Milwaukee ever?
I'll fuck around and be like, so are your boobs real? No.
I just need to know.
Are they real?
Lizzie and I would be friends, though. Y'all know she got a YouTube channel.
She has a YouTube channel?
Dude, yes. And she taught
you
how
what?
She teaches you how to make prison pie. I think she brought up prison makeup before. I might have made that up. But she did do prison pie. She like talks about all her prison stories and shit. I'm serious. She got a YouTube channel. Like, go check it out.
I don't know if I want to give her those views though. Like, honestly. No bullshit.
Why are they on this season even? Well, no, I've seen like the clips of the forwarding and like they're gonna end up together for some fucking reason that Lizzie and Scott are gonna get back together. But anyway, Scott is going on a blind date because him and that girl from the end of last part of the season broke up.
Yeah.
He got a thing for the Chocolate Sisters, don't he?
Dude.
I mean, I ain't hating.
I picked up on it.
But Scott, you got a type. So he's going on this date. He got his best friend, and then his best friend who can't stand Lizzie, and he's talking about he don't know if she ever had feelings. I don't know if she ever had feelings for me, but sometimes I feel like she gets really jealous, so I feel like she must have had feelings for me. That is so delusional.
I don't think you understand how this works.
If it turned out she got a crush on him, like, toward the end of the season, or like if that's like a plot point, that is so fake. It's gonna be so
you know what? Honestly,
fake.
I was thinking that, and I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it'll be fake. It'll be so fake though. It'll be so fake. But we see that him and Lizzie are going to get together in the future anyway, so I'm real confused. Yeah. Oh, and then supposedly he cheats on her, so it has to be with her actually, because they're like setting this up. Oh, Tara, is that what's gonna happen?
You think he gonna cheat with her?
Because in the preview for like the rest of the season, at one point Lizzie smacks Scott.
Oh, that's for cheating on me.
Yeah.
Yes, I do recall that now.
So I wonder if that's what's going on here.
I mean, it could be homegirl.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
It could be homegirl.
Y'all tripping. She could just be slapping him for no reason. They could have just did that for the trailer. You know what I'm saying? They be tripping.
That's for cheating on me.
So anyway, she goes to go get tattoos with Jasmine, who's the only sensible person in her life.
Yeah.
And she's paying for the tattoos because she has a job now at the factory. And she doesn't need no man. But I remember last time she was still driving around in that car that Scott bought her. But I'm just going to sip my wine in my tea. And I'm not going to say shit else.
Fresh.
We're not going to say nothing else, though. And she talking about she don't miss him and all that kind of shit. Girl.
She does.
If you ain't missing me, you wouldn't be on this show.
Some
Y'all
part
lying?
Of me still has feelings for Scott. If I could be any more annoying.
Scott.
That's literally how she says it every time. Me and Scott. I can't stand Lizzie. Oh my god.
Yes, Scott.
So annoying.
Y'all, she just crazy. She got those big ass, bug ass eyes. She got crazy eyes.
She does. Accurate. She does.
Which is nuts. I don't care what nobody says. Lizzie is nuts. Her daughter is sensible.
That's so sad.
Scott is crazy too. But he actually, like, Scott still is not cute, but he looked like normal without Lizzie.
True.
He didn't look as bad.
Yeah.
Which was very surprising. But homie.
Well.
You need to find somebody that actually like wants to date you, dude. Like, stop getting tricked out. Okay.
Ooh.
Last couple.
Who's it?
Well, it's not really a couple. It's a trouble. Megan, Michael, and Sarah.
Sarah. Oh, love syrup.
Now you can't stand Lizzie. I can't stand syrup.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah.
Sarah. I'm gonna need you not to call Megan fat no more. Like, that is just hands off.
You
don't do it.
No.
You need to stop.
Chill, girl.
And like, I'm already not for body shaming, and I can't stand when people like, fat shame, skinny shame, none of that. I particularly don't like it when a person is of that body shape doing it.
You better say that. You better let them know.
So just because you're not just a little bit as heavy as Megan,
What
you feel better than her?
Wait, what?
Sarah, mamita.
You can't talk shit about people and then also fit the joke, girl. You can't do
you
that.
Can't do that. Just a pot calling the kettle black. You can't do that, sis. And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I really don't look at them as fat or like anything like that in general. But it's like, sis, like, y'all about the same size. Like, you can't be doing that.
Y'all don't deviate very far.
Right.
For real.
Clearly, Michael got a type, sis.
I ain't got no type.
So let's not call Megan fat no more. I know you mad. I know you want to call her all types of names. Call her a bitch. Don't do that no more.
No.
Call her a home wrecker. Not fat though. Like, just not do that, okay? So she pregnant again. And she can't fly out to see Michael. And because she can't fly out to see Michael, she is decided to spend the day shopping with her friends. We found out that she's having another girl, and her friends are helping her, shop and stuff. And they ask her, because she's not going to be there to see Michael, is Megan going to be there? And Sarah don't know what to say. Sarah, I'm gonna need for you to be realistic, ho. Girl, you know what your husband doing.
For sure.
Quote unquote husband.
Quotes.
You know what he doing. You know he's still talking to Megan. You not stupid. And Megan.
Oh, Megan.
I'm gonna need you and Andrea to find a decent hairdresser.
Well.
Okay, I need to stop ripping them. I feel bad now. I am about human empowerment. It is fun to make fun of reality TV shows.
It is. Not gonna lie.
But she keep going. She like went on there, and like I'd be like, it's like Megan wants to be bad.
I wanna be bad. Make it look so good. I'm so fucking random. I'm sorry. I fucking love that song though.
Like, but for real, she wants to be that, but like she can't quite like attain it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she tries to like, and her outfits are always cute. Don't get me wrong. I think she looks adorable in her outfits. But like her hair and her makeup, it's like she's in the exploring phase of it all, and she doesn't quite know what looks good and what doesn't look good. Like, last year she had that weave that was kind of like, it was like a frontal or a closure that she didn't pluck, so you can tell that it was a closure. Ladies, pluck your closures. Pluck them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube it, bitch, because you should not just be taking stuff out of the bag and putting it on your head. That's not cool.
Definitely not.
That's not cool.
No. It has to be customized.
Yes, you gotta pluck it. You gotta pluck it. And
I don't even wear weaves, and I know that.
And it's clear that Megan don't know nothing about weaves, and she needs to go to somebody that do know something about weaves. And then when she got her braids had done, they were not neat.
No, they looked sloppy.
A little frazzled. So I just feel like she going to the wrong person. And like, come on over here then, Megan. Like, let me help you out, cause I love hair. I can talk to you about it all day. Watch YouTube, girl.
Yes.
It's so much YouTube stuff out here. You on TV. It's different if you just walking down the street. When you on TV,
when people watching you,
can't have leave out, and you gotta pluck your closure.
Pluck your closure. Yes.
And put gel on your hair.
Mm-hmm.
On your braids, not your leave out.
Andrea. Talking about you, sis.
Buy that black ass gel, put it on your hair.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. The jam, the pro jam, the pro jam.
So mad at you, girl. So anyway, Megan flies out or drives out to Flint
Mm-hmm.
to see Michael. And when she gets to the parking lot, she sees Day Day and her mom, and she's pissed off at
Lord.
both of them because her mom or his mom didn't tell her that he was married to Sarah. Like, that was messed up. That was messed up of his mom.
Definitely.
I get it. She didn't want to be caught in the middle and shit. She did tell him eventually to cut it loose.
Yeah.
But still, that's shady to be talking to her and all that kind of stuff, and you know damn well what's going on. And Day Day, because Day Day started some shit on Twitter.
As always.
Trying to defend Sarah and their marriage, despite the fact that your brother is the one that messed up their marriage and not Megan. Y'all need to start yelling at Michael. What is everybody's problem?
I don't know. I don't know what it is with the lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like everyone is okay with Michael doing whatever the hell he wants.
Right.
And him not being accountable as a man. Like,
right.
Clearly, if he took a vow of marriage, he shouldn't be talking to other fucking people.
And proposing to them.
Right.
Are y'all serious?
Ain't not in American culture. There's no thing as double married.
No.
Okay.
Fuck out of here. So I need for Day Day, and Day Day is young too. Like, you don't talk to no grown woman this way. And like Day Day is like 16. Or she looked like it. If she's not 16, she's somewhere around there. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. You don't talk to no grown ass woman that way. Like, that's nuts.
Look, if the mama ain't telling Megan that her son was married, I'm pretty sure she ain't too much control in Day Day's mouth.
No.
At all.
No. And because she was even, like, in the car, Day Day was, like, talking all crazy to her mama, like, I told you, it's your house, mama, you don't gotta let her come. No, I told you I'm not opening up the window, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. Yeah, Michael's mama, I don't know, she seemed like a pushover.
Yeah.
And she jumped out the car and yelling at Megan and shit, and whatever. I'm over it. Megan, you better not be pregnant, because I'm going to be real mad if you're pregnant.
I don't think we need any more. I mean, that would be a nice twist, though. She might be pregnant. I'm just saying.
It would be a nice twist, but Megan, I swear to God. I swear, you better not be pregnant. Because that is just gonna... Michael, get a vasectomy. My dude, it might be time for one. If you knocked up Megan, you need a vasectomy. You're too young for this. Everybody's too young for this.
Everybody.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for listening in to our recap of Love / motherfucking Life After Lockup.
Motherfucking life. Yes.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.